Welcome back, guys, to Kylemore Abbey and Victoria Wall Garden. Today we're going to be looking at the lime kiln. A very interesting element of the estate. Of course, the lime kiln was very important in all aspects of the estate and day-to-day running of it. The lime kiln here is an intermittent as opposed to a continuous. A continuous lime kiln is where you constantly feed and burn the limestone, whereas in an intermittent you would actually layer it, set fire to it, burn it would burn for 2 days, and then manufacture a certain amount of lime. Lime is made from calcium carbonate, which is limestone. It's then heated to 600 degrees to 850 degrees Celsius, and that releases the carbon dioxide inside the limestone, leaving you quicklime afterwards. Now, it's a volatile and corrosive product, but it was very important in increasing the alkalinity in the soil around here. In Connemara, the soil tends to be very acidic and lends itself to monocropping, and by increasing the pH value, you increase the amount of crops you can rely on. So in the kiln here, they would have layered it with timber first, then you'd have anthracite, a coal, and then layers of limestone, layers of coal, layers of limestone, and layers of coal. And down here, this is the exit, or the eye of the kiln itself. So here you would take the quicklime from the kiln itself, load it onto carts, into barrels as quickly as you possibly could, because lime itself, once it was calcinated, once it removed the carbon dioxide, if left alone, it would start absorbing carbon dioxide from the air, returning it back to limestone. So it was very important to keep it airtight. And this kiln here would produce 2,500 barrels of lime a year. Now the cost of that was quite high because you'd have to burn an awful lot of coal, but they found that it was actually cost effective. In fact, it turned a profit of nearly £60 a year in its production. Now we're going to have a look from the business end of the kiln, and we'll go up there and have a look at that. So here we are at the business end of the what was locally called the burn well, and you get an idea why it was called that. It does look like a well. And so here you would have layered your layers of your coal and your lime until it was fully loaded, and then it would be set light. It would burn for 2 days, and at the end they'd remove the calcite from the bottom of the well here through the eye, and then reload it again. Now, as I said, this turned a profit of £60 a year, but later on, the history of the burn well here, they introduced a saddle boiler that would sit on top of this well and heat the waters for the greenhouses, saving themselves even more money. And so here we are at the top of the lime kiln, this is out in the gardens itself. As I said, the lime had an awful lot of uses on the estate. It went from, as I said, improving the quality of the soil here. It was also used to create lime mortar. So that kiln was probably started before the even walls of the garden were started. And so the lime mortar in all these walls would have been produced by the lime out of the kiln itself. It also had uses in animal husbandry. It was used to treat foot rot on cows, so they'd walk them through a trough of quicklime. It was also used on pigs to get rid of worms. It was also used for removing hair from leather. And so the amount of uses for quicklime are quite incredible. And one of the interesting points is that we have a story, a local story, a bit of folklore about the lime kilns. So on a quiet night, after 12 o'clock, if you got a wurst, which is a piece of wool, roll it up until the invisible hands hold it, and you throw it into the lime kiln, and you ask who's holding the bowl, and the person that replies will be your future husband or wife. That came from Lady Jane Wilde, Oscar Wilde's mum, so we get an idea where Oscar got those brilliant stories from.